Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the show. Before we start, can I remind you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, to click that subscribe button. It takes a second, and once you have, you never miss out a single moment when you click on it. And to make double certain, ring that bell to be notified about all those videos and my official YouTube channel all the time. And you can also find me on the following social media platforms. Halo is back for part 2. Yes, of the latest saga to hit the Arizona Coyotes. In fact, it was so huge, we couldn't do it into one single video, so we did it split into parts. So, the last show we talked about the land auction being postponed, or cancelled, what we call it. Now we're then going to move on to the next thing, because the weekend happens. So, the weekend happens, and it all, literally takes it all in, bring it all in. And then on Monday, so during McDavid and Draisaitl's dreams of a Stanley Cup getting crushed, I know, I was Team Oilers. So while their dreams were being crushed, in Arizona, all hell was about to break loose. Shit hit the fan, Howler. Shit hit the fan. All hell broke loose. And because I was focused on the Stanley Cup final, I didn't really see this until I woke up the next day. I was like, he's given up. He's given up. He's walked away. Oh my God, he's throwing toys at the pram. Wow. So yeah, so it turned out that Alex Mereulo has now walked away from ownership of the Arizona Coyotes following the land auction being postponed. And I'm like, really? 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 That is so childish. I mean, I know obviously the land auction was kind of seen as the quickest and fastest route to reactivate the Coyotes. But what I had heard a lot from PNH Next Hockey, which was formerly PNH Coyotes. What I've heard from obviously PD, Craig, and Leah was it's not the only route. Yes, that's the fastest way, but there are other routes that could happen to lead the Coyotes to be reactivated if that was to fall through. But clearly, I thought, nope, I'm going to walk away. And like that is so childish. That is, I mean, think of the. Come on, think of the staff. Think of your staff, Mereulo. Think of the fans. Okay? This is not about you and your millions and billions of taxpayers' dollars. Think about the people that you just laid off. Think about the fans. You know? Who are looking to you for guidance in where do we go from here. And oh my word. So, yeah. So, he has officially now walked away. I mean, this was at the halfway point of the exclusivity window. Fine, fair dues, I can understand it. But this is literally at the very beginning. We're only still 2 months fresh from Utah being given an NHL team, with the Coyotes being deactivated. Now that's now a big question. Is the Coyotes now deactivated still, or are they now liquidated? Are they now ceased to exist? And is Halo now basically the Walking Dead? You know? Not the TV show, but literally, have I got a mascot? Literally, The Walking Dead. What's going on? There's so many questions. Including the Road, and that's what we're gonna do next time. I'm gonna do the costume change. I'm still in the A's gear because literally, the last few weeks I've been kind of thinking: is Alex Mereulo basically the hockey equivalent of John Fisher? You know, a bad owner. Who the fans hate, the city hates, no one likes him. You know, and the best thing he could do for us would be to get out of Oakland. Well, that's not going to happen now. But I will take back what I said about that. I will take back what I said about Alex Mereulo being the hockey John Fisher, because Alex Mereulo, in all his faults, has actually managed to do the one thing John Fisher will never ever do with the Athletics, and that is walk away. You know? Because Mereulo has actually done the one thing that John Fisher will never ever do, and that is take take my losses and run. And sell up. Or in this case, walk away. So, actually, Alex Mereulo, well done. Well done. Round of applause. Oh, Howard doesn't want to, but I will. Round of applause. Well done for having the DC to recognise, yeah, this is not going to work with me at the helm. So I'm going to do what's probably best for all of us here and go. And I know there are a lot of Coyotes fans. Oh, Howard's now partying! Oh, you won't clap, but you'll do a little victory dance. And a victory lap. I know there'll be a lot of Coyotes fans who are right now, who are happy, jubilant, probably a bit tipsy, yep. A little bit rat-arse, who are probably happy that Alex Mereulo has gone. You know, because I don't think they could have stomached Coyotes 2.0 under his leadership. A bit like how I don't think in fact, no, I know that I could, as much as I wanted my old team in Oakland to have got Howard Terminal over the line, done and dusted, as much as I've loved that, I don't think, even if the A's had got Howard Terminal, I don't think I could have stayed, because John Fisher and Dave Cabell have literally run this team to the ground. It is not the A's that I knew in 2012, when I finally managed to pick a team after 4 years of being a neutral howler. You know, flip-flop, you know, just going rather, just, you know, taking it all in. I don't think I could have stayed, and probably wouldn't. So I always was going to have a fresh start in Major League Baseball. It's just, yeah. Because that's the one here you would have to ask Coyotes fans is, would you be able to put up with Coyotes 2.0 under Alex Mereulo if he's got the team back? And I think a lot of them would probably go, no. Because there's been too much bad blood. Just like how for me, I know for well, if the A's had got Howard Terminal, I still would have to go, sorry, no, I can't, because those two... Oh, I need to say a really, really rude word there, Howard. I need to C-bombed. I need C-bombed, but I didn't. I stopped myself. Or I nearly went there. But I could not, no. So yeah, but anyway, enough about... Why are you doing this again? You don't console me. I've got a happy ending. I'm now with the Phillies. I've moved on. I'm happy with them now. I've had a happy ending. It's been me consoling you. Honestly, that's twice now. It's both parties done that. Yeah, so he has now walked away. So Asper has now walked away. He will most likely hand back the name rights, the logo, the brand, or the history, or that will most likely now be sold back to the NHL. The exclusivity window is now basically null and void, and that actually is really crucial, because what the exclusivity window did was it allowed Arizona to be put at the top of the queue for expansion team. The league has said right now it does not want to expand. It does not see expansion as a priority. And then you've got Atlanta, who are actually very serious about bringing NHL up. I know you're thinking, Atlanta? Are you insane? I know, but bear with me. Even I have now actually warned the idea of Atlanta 3.0. As long as it's not the Thrashers. Don't if Atlanta doesn't get a third team, don't call it the Thrashers. There's too much bad public blood regarding that name. Just don't go with the Thrashers. Do something new. But there are, as far as I'm aware, there are 2 ownership groups in Atlanta, and there is a site to build a new arena. So I think Atlanta is ahead of the game. So you've got them. There's question marks about Houston. You've got Quebec constantly knocking on the door, and I say to you in Quebec, fuck off! It's never gonna happen! Now I keep saying that to the day I die. Alright? Fuck off! It's not happening. Go and get yourself in it! If you're that desperate, Quebec, if you are that desperate for professional hockey, go and get yourselves an American Hockey League franchise and partner up with one of the new expansion teams. Okay? Go and do that. You're never going to have an NHL team again as long as the Montreal Canadiens live and breathe. Alright? So, fuck off. The NHL even turned you down. In 2015, they did not want to take your application forward, but they took Beggs' forward, right? You got turned down by the league itself during the expansion window, so fuck off. Alright? But what that Alex Mereulo did for you, Howler, was it put you at the top of the queue. Now Alex Mereulo has basically said, I'm to the league, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm not reacting to Coyotes, I'm walking away. Basically, for you now, Howler, it's pretty much open season. And no, I am not talking about the film. With all the animals. I've not seen it, but there's a lot of animals above. It's called Open Season. It's a kids' film. I don't know when it was released, years ago. Mereulo had the same time as Madagascar. But for you know how it's pretty much open season, so you basically just join the fray and hope that your proposal is tantalising enough for the league to go, yes, we'll have them. But yeah, but there's a lot right now that I can see that's stopping an Arizona expansion team, and that is Ownership Group and Arena. Because you need to find a new arena site. I mean, I don't think Glendale would I mean, a new Ownership Group could entertain the possibility of going to Glendale and say, hey, we will agree to your terms if you allow the facility for NHL to come back. But I think with all the hassle and all the bad blood, we really want to go for that again. So I think no. Probably no. No, I think Glendale would be a no. So you need to find a new arena. But you also need to find an ownership group that's got deep pockets. Because this ownership group now will have to A, spend money on a new arena, and B, the whopping expansion fee that will probably be laced onto you, Howler. You're probably looking now maybe at $1 billion to get in. You know, it's nothing compared to the half million that Vegas paid in 2017. And then what did Seattle do? Did Seattle pay $650? Something like that. Something like that. You're probably now looking at maybe a $1 billion, Howler, given how lucrative expansion franchises will be, especially under these rules. But yeah. So my initial reaction when I saw this, literally as I woke up the next day, it was like complete and utter shock. And I was like, I could not believe this. I mean, you know, why? You know, because basically, he's not even tried. He's not even tried to get a new arena. He's not even tried to go for that special use permit that the State Department said you needed. He's just basically thrown the towel in. And I am shocked by this because you had 5 years. You had a 5-year window. Okay, yeah, it was more 3 years. I mean, yeah, they say it was a 5-year window, but really, because we know the Coyotes would have had to inform the league a year and a half before they attempt to re-enter. You were looking more of a 3-year timeline to get this arena up and done and ready to build. And the fact that you didn't bother to get a special permit has basically seen this year wiped out. And you were looking maybe 2025 to get the arena up and running. Well, that would not have you on track for 2027. You would have to look more maybe 28-29 season, so the season really. But yeah, so I can't believe he basically just threw the towel in and just gave up, like literally just like that. I mean, it's because this has been so quick. Friday, the State Department cancelled the auction. Fast forward to Monday. That's it. I'm throwing the towel in. Thank you very much. Heard that you lot. I'm off. You know, and I'm ready to bet the league, the AHL right now, are frothing at the mouth at this, because this drops on the day that the Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final takes place. A Game 7 that nobody thought was even going to happen, you know, at the end of Game 3. But it happens there. And of course, with only 4 days until everybody meets in Vegas for the AHL draft, and we take Celebrini, I bet the league is not happy about this, because now everyone's going to want to hear what the league said, but they're not going to come on this until well after the draft. You probably might have to wait until the next board of governors meeting for them to say anything about this, you know? So, but I bet you the league are frothing at the mouth that Alex Mereulo has basically undermined their marquee events. But what I say to you, Guy Bettman, is you should have known what kind of person Alex Mereulo was like. It's like, say with Major League Baseball, you should have known what kind of person John Fisher was like when you let him buy the A's and take ownership of the A's. It's like, do these major sports leagues in the States not have a betting process? Is it Howler? Is it basically like everyone's welcome as long as you got big bucks? It's like, do they not like do like checks on on the people that are going to be coming in and being the owners and make the big decisions? Do they not like double check and triple check their backgrounds, their records? Is that how it works in the States? Because that's terrible. That's nowhere in the business. Yeah, really, I mean, dreadful. Yeah, so guys, but you should have known what kind of person Alex Mereulo was like. And plus, you should have known that there was no way he could deliver this. Because in that press conference that held, I think it was the day after it was all the AHL Utah was announced. The day after, Guy Bowen had to do like a double duty to do a press conference in Arizona and to do a press conference in Utah. And we watched both press conferences. We did a video on me, allies with the one in Arizona. I did one for Utah because it's just a standard, press conference that whenever a new team comes to the league, so there was not much there. One of the things I picked up from that press conference in Arizona was how Guy Bowen was constantly being asked, what guarantees do you have from Alex Mereulo that you can get this done within 5 years? And he didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer. He even got very cagey with the reporter. He even got cagey with them for asking the question. But no, Gary, it's an important question because this is serious. What guarantees do you have from Alex Mereulo that he can get this done within the proposed timeline that you have agreed on? Well, the answer to that is no. No, you did not. You did not have any guarantees. There were no guarantees. Because clearly Alex Mereulo could not sign, seal, and deliver. I won't finish the song off, but you knew that was going, Hal. You knew that was going. I'm not going to finish the song. Because he's not yours. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's try to light the mood. There we go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, it's hard to know as a Coyotes fan how to take this news because I think Coyotes fans wanted him gone a long time ago. But I think they would prefer to be gone before the team had to be moved to Utah, not after. I mean, I know, because I'm not going to say it to you, my heart. Should I be happy for you or sad for you? And I'm happy that you got rid of your bad owner. But at the same time, I'm still sad for you guys because you're not going to have a team in play next season. And probably not now for a good long while. Because I mean, I don't want to say this because I think we've got enough teams. But I think the league might, in the next decade, might expand again. Because I think Atlanta will be too juicy to resist, especially if they get that stadium built. Houston is a big market. They want to go there. Obviously, the league still does not want to give up hope on Arizona because the league still believes Arizona is a hockey market, and it did work for 7 years. So, 27, 28, roughly. It worked for that long. Could work again, but under the right ownership group. I just feel, yeah. So I think now though, Atlanta now jumps in terms of expansion. I think Atlanta. I can't believe I'm saying this. But you gotta remember, I have said plenty of times I don't remember much of the Atlanta Thrashers. I joined the league in 2009, and the Thrashers left in 2011. I have said plenty of times on this show, whether it be the Wedge or the podcast, I've said plenty of times I don't remember much of the Thrashers. So there you go. But from my days in Major League Baseball, I know how big a market Atlanta is, so I think they could do it. I think Atlanta now jumps to the top of the queue. I think Atlanta will go first, and then maybe Houston. But I think Houston needs a new arena too, because I think the one they have got the people who are in charge of it don't want anyone in there. So depending on how that goes, I think Houston may then go next, and then Utah would have to be in the second wave. So you would have to find somebody else to team up with, because he's not going to want to go at 35. We could then basically have divisions of 7, but the league will not want to do that. They'll want even numbers, because they will still want the conferences. And 35, well, not even 34 fits in the league with conferences, but that's why it just works for the league. Because they insist on conferences, even though we don't bother conferences until we get to the conference finals. Dear oh dear. Yeah. So I do worry now about Arizona's chances of expansion. Because when you had this exclusive window for, okay, yes, definitely can see it happening because you're being given the priority. You're at the top of the queue. But now that exclusive window is now null and void, I can't see Arizona going first. Because not only do you have to buy a new arena, you also have to go and find a new ownership group that's got very, very, very deep pockets. And I mean very deep pockets. You got to find that as well. I'm sure there are potential people out there now who want to crack it. Just like there are potential people out there in Oakland that want to crack it. But you've got to make sure the team is available first. And then you can pursue it. And I think what this does for Alex Mereulo walking away is it does now make the door open to other buyers, other owners out there who want to do it. They can now look at how they would go about doing it, and then they can move it, and then so this story is not going to go away. So because Alex Mereulo's now walked away, that does not mean we stop talking about Arizona Coyotes. We're gonna keep talking about Arizona Coyotes until either two things happen: A, a team in Arizona comes back, or B, that's it. It's dead. It's now dead, and the league basically just says, and it's washing its hands with Arizona, just like I washed its hands with Atlanta in 2011. And probably still would have washed its hands with Atlanta if there was the prospect of a new arena and the potential of two ownership groups who want in. So Atlanta's keen, but how keen is the NHL? So I do believe expansion will probably happen again some point in my lifetime, for God's sake. Give me strength, Howler. The question is, will you be around to see it or not? But yeah, so it's an interesting here because it's a day of mixed feelings. On the one hand, you can be happy that Alex Mereulo is gone, but at the same time, you're basically back to square one, which is no team, no arena, and now no ownership group. And what does that now mean for the Coyotes? Is the Coyotes franchise now dead? Because originally the deal was the Coyotes would be deactivated. So all the hockey, and the only thing that went to Utah was the hockey assets. So the future, in the next 5 years, we're going to reactivate them. But as Mereulo's now not doing that, and he's rescinded that right, then what happens to the Coyotes' heritage? Does it go back to the league? Are the Coyotes still deactivated? Are they now liquidated? Though? Do they now cease to exist? And the naming rights be there available for somebody else who wants to take them? You know, for a potential expansion team. You know, there's so as Mereulo walking away provides more questions than answers. We haven't even got to Tucson yet. We haven't even got to Tucson yet, but we will. We will definitely come to Tucson eventually. We will get to Tucson. I don't know. I mean, you know I want you back. You know that. Yeah, you know full I want you back. I want Team Arizona back because Arizona was a good hockey market and a real soft spot for you. I'm so pleased that I got to see you on my first trip to San Jose in 2018. So glad to have that. You know, So I obviously want a team back and would adopt. I have said I would adopt you as a second team if you ever do get the team back. But honestly, I can't see that happening now for quite a while. Because I think there are other markets who are further ahead in the game who will try and present their cases first, and the league actually might just look at them and think, yeah, fine, we'll give you a punt. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't even know where we are at the state with Atlanta, but but Atlanta is keen to have a third bite at the apple. Why? God forbid. But yeah, I mean, but I do know there are at least 2 different ownership groups who are very much interested. There is a site for an arena. I don't know if it's got a start date for construction or it is going to be constructed. But yeah, so Atlanta is keen. So I think if there's going to be expansion, I think Atlanta would probably go first because they've got a arena site that is shovel ready that could easily go, because obviously that is what both Vegas and Seattle had. They didn't have arenas, but they had shovel ready sites, which obviously helped their case to the league to get them approved. So yep. But where do I see this league in Arizona is open season. And I do worry, now that Arizona does not have that first rights exclusivity window, I do worry, what are the Coyotes' chances, realistically, what are the Coyotes' chances of getting back in the league as soon as possible? They feel to me right now, they feel very, very, very slim. And I do mean, and I say this with a very heavy heart because I want the team back. I'd rather a team in Arizona goes back first for a team in Atlanta. But if that is how the dice rolls, then that's how the dice rolls. We can't do anything about it. Yeah. But I just want to point out something really big here. Alex Mereulo's legacy is going to be that he has ripped away 2 franchises from the state of Arizona. The Coyotes and the Roadrunners. Now, I'm going to cover what this means for the Roadrunners next time. I've already said I'll be doing a costume change, so I think it's all. So we're going to cover on that next time. But for the Roadrunners, you guys are now on borrowed time. You are now on borrowed time. The assumption kind of is that for this upcoming season, they will go and be a part of the Utah situation. They'll part with Utah. Can somebody please confirm that to me in Utah? Ryan, Ashley, please. Can you confirm that? That you're going to part with Arizona with Arizona's former affiliates for this year? Can you just confirm that so we can get it out of the way? You know, I mean, because we're not too long from schedules coming out, so can you just confirm that for us? You know, just yeah. So the very least they will be with Utah for this season, upcoming season. But after that, what's happened there? Because Arizona's not going back. It's not going to be brought back into the NHL anytime soon. So I do feel the Roadrunners are now on borrowed time. But we're going to save that for another show. We're going to save that for the next time. We're going to say that's part 3 of this multi-saga that's unfolded over the past week. We're going to cover that for another time. We're not going to do it now. We're going to do it another time. But yeah, so he's gone. I just didn't think he would do it that quickly. I mean, if he was going to go, I would have thought he might have done it maybe within 2 years or within 3 years into the process. Where it's been trying, and nothing's working. So that's it, I'm off. And if instead we got to 2 years, 3 years into the process and nothing's developed, and he says, I'm going, well then, fine, understandable, yeah, fair dude. I mean, you literally have been trying, and you've literally gotten nowhere. I wouldn't blame you. But this is still technically year 1 of that 5-year window and you already put your hand already just literally gone, no, that's it, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I would love him to explain more about this. I'd love him to just come out and do a statement and say why he's going. Because since Monday, it actually has been radio silence. We haven't actually had an official statement from Alex Mereulo saying why he's going. And I would love to know that, because it can't just be because he didn't get his ducks in a row. Again, Warwick, it's a figure of speech! Honestly. No, stay over there. Love you, kits. It's a figure of speech, darling. I have to get Sharky to explain it to you. Honestly. It can't really just be that. I mean, like I say, I don't know what a special use permit is. I don't know how you go about getting one of those, nor do I know how long it takes. But it can't be just because of that. If it is, then that's as literally childish and pathetic and just throwing your toys at the pram. Must he have been thinking about this for quite some time, maybe? You know, what's happened? Literally, how have we gone from he's on the brink of getting this land over the line to bye? How have we gone from there? It's happened too quick. I know you're dizzy. I know how you're dizzy. I know. Literally, how's this happened so? Why has this happened so quick? It's so rash. I mean, what I say about rash decisions, you regret them more than you did the ones you thought through. What has happened? It's too quick, and no explanation. No explanation. So I'd really love it if Alex Mereulo could just put out a statement saying his reasons behind this, and then we can get some more clarity as to why you decide to go about the way you go about. Yeah. But like I say, I know he has not been great for the Coyotes. Because basically, he drove the team out of Glendale because he would not sign to their terms. Because Glendale basically Glendale basically wanted the Coyotes to commit long term. I think they wanted 20 years. They wanted a 20-year extent guarantee. Which actually would have allowed you to play time to them find the arena. But yeah, I think Glendale wanted 20 years, and Mereulo was like, no, we still want to be on a year-on-year basis. But that only works for an interim period like Mereulo. It doesn't work forever. So, yeah, I mean, so Glendale wanted 20 years, Mereulo wanted to still be year in, year out kind of thing, and that's obviously when things fell apart. So, you can blame Mereulo for the reason why the Coyotes got evicted from Gee River. You can blame him for that. He's the reason that they went to Mud in the first place. He's the reason they lost the Tempe boat, because that campaign was absolutely shoddy. It was absolutely shoddy, that campaign last year. I mean, who are these posters that told him that, oh, we've got us in the bag? I mean, who are these posters? And can we have, who, and can they please stay away next Thursday? Alright, stay away, because it's done. We know this is going, where next Thursday's going. Here they do Blighty. But who were these posters that said to Alex Mereulo, oh, it's gone really, really well. Yeah, we're pretty much going to win this. It's going to be a slam dunk. Who told him that? Like, who actually gone and told him that? Because all three propositions, and we did cover this on a video last year, all three propositions got shut down by an overwhelming margin. All three propositions in Tempe got shut down by an overwhelming margin, and yet, how's that going, Tempe? How's that going? Because you've still got this great big massive dump in Tempe, which no one's going to be clearing up anytime soon. So, I don't know what the No campaign told you last year, but congratulations, you got a great big massive shithole in the middle of the city of Tempe, which isn't going to be cleared up anytime soon. So, well done there. But he's the reason lost that. And here's the reason that the land auction got cancelled. Because you did not do your due diligence, mate. I'm sorry. You can't blame it on the State Department. You did not do your due diligence. You should have known, right? If you were serious about getting this plot of land, you should have known that you might have needed to have got a special use permit in order to make sure that all things went plain smoothly. And what should have been today? Because we're recording part 2 on the day that the land auction was supposed to take place on June 27th, 2024. Part 3, we will not be doing that. Part 3 we're recording probably sometime next week. But because the Road Warriors isn't really involved with the land auction, but the ripple effects affect them. So I thought we'd get the main bulk today, and we'll do the Road Warriors next week. So that will be coming though. But yeah, but really, when you look at what's happened the past couple of years, it's all on Alex Mereulo. He's got nobody else to blame but himself. But, of course, as we all saw that statement last Friday, he's already started the blame game. And the public are buying it. Exactly. The public are not buying his bullshit. Okay? We're not buying it. It was you. You're the reason. Okay? Saying when Major Baseball, you, John Bishop, are the reason why this team has been driven to the ground. Not us. You. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, because I just feel like I'm complete shock. I know you're literally completely lost, but my mind has just been blown by how fast this has happened. You got to think, right, you got to kind of think about this. If we didn't have to have the Panthers and Oilers go to Game 7, would this have been a bigger shock for me? Because we would have been able to focus on what was going on league business elsewhere. So the fact that I didn't see that until the next day was like, what? Yeah. But you just have thinking that if the Oilers and Panthers didn't have to go to Game 7, I might be able to be on the ball about this more quicker than efficient than it would have been. So, thank you very much, Stanley! You bastard! You dream killer! Because of course I was Team McDavid and Drysdale. You barky bastard! Dream killer! Do you want to have a go? No. You can now! You can if you want to. This is the beauty of you not having a team. You can say whatever you like about them. If you want to call them a C word, do your C word. Want to have a go? No. Oh, well, at least one of us has chosen to stay classy. At least one of us chose to stay classy. But, why couldn't you do it last year? Oh, no way. Maybe that's what we'll be saying about the Everton this time next year when they go and do a Stanley. Like, why couldn't you do it last year? But well done, congratulations. I actually would like that if that happens. I actually would like that to happen. Oilers win it again. Sorry, no. Oilers go back to the Cup final again this time next year, and this time win it. They could be like, yay! And then, why didn't you do it last year? Because I bet you how that right now, that is a lot of what the Panthers fans are thinking. Like, yay! First ever Cup! And then, hold on! Why did you not do that this time last year? I bet that's what a lot of them are thinking right now. So yeah, maybe we can have that with the Oilers maybe we can have the Oilers that situation next year. Win it, but we're like, why did you do it last year? Ugh. Anyway, let's get back. But I'll give you one more go. You have one more go. I'll give you one more shoot here on the camera. One more go. No, no. You are so classy, Howler. Chance, you could learn a thing or two from Howler here. You really can have some class and etiquette. But you could technically behave how you like around the collection now, Howler. You can do whatever the hell you like. Yeah, you can even use Utah as a stress doll, which could just bang on the. Maybe you're stressing to go. That's what I do with Chance. I use Chance as a stress doll. Anyway, never mind. Should we wrap this up? It's going off piece, and of course, when we go off piece, you know it's time to wrap up. Should we wrap up? Okay. Final thoughts. I'm actually quite relieved for the Coyotes bans because I know they want a team back, but I would prefer anybody else to own this team rather than Alex Mereulo. So it's a good day for Coyotes fans, but still, we're back at square one. No team, no arena, no team. And now, no owner. It's gotten back to worse, hasn't it? Howler, the spate of a week, yeah. That's that. And I have to say, John Fisher, take notes, Max Mereulo. You could learn from Max Mereulo, because Alex Mereulo has done the one thing that John Fisher will never, ever, ever do. And for me, of course, it's too late now, because as I've said, I've already moved on to a happier, better life in Major League Baseball. But what I have support Alex Mereulo for is being able to do the one thing that John Fisher will never, ever do. And that is realise, it's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I know. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. And I have to come a video on it. I could not resist. You can't. I know you can make out Howard's banging the arm on my chairs. On my chair's armrest. I know I couldn't resist. I could not resist. I am so sorry. I could not resist. I know, I couldn't resist. I could not resist doing that. But yeah, but as we has realised, it's me who's at fault. I'm the one holding this team back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut my losses and I'm going to run. I'm going to do what's best for the team, best for the fans. And go, do you know what? You know, I'm gone. I will go. I will do the right thing and go. Which unfortunately John Fisher will not do because John Fisher's not got any decency left. That's for Dave Cabell. He's just a walking bobblehead. You know, bang, bang. All you see how is just flick the head and it moves. Bang. That's Dave Cabell. Just literally just flick his head and go bang. He moves. Bang. Those two will never, ever, ever do the right thing. But at least Alex Mereulo had the decency to go, yeah, I'm going to do the right thing here. I'm going to walk away. So I have to applaud you for that. And it does allow the Coyotes an opportunity to actually come back stronger and better than it would have been under a 2.0 with Mereulo in charge. So, yeah. So there's that. But it does now mean that with the exclusivity note now null and void, that means Arizona just basically now goes from being at the top of the queue to back of the line. It's basically now open season for Arizona. Basically, how you've now just got to enter the fray and hope that your proposal is more tantalising than a proposal in Houston or a proposal in Kansas. Or dare I say, a proposal in Quebec. Not ever going to happen! Fuck off! Not happening. Not happening. Fuck off. Not happening. But yeah, so... yeah. And you know what? To finish off, I don't think this is going to be the end. Alex Mereulo walking away, not really the ending. It's more the beginning of what's going to be an interesting couple of years. So, yeah, yeah, your head's going to be spinning for quite some time, mate. You're going to be spinning right round, like a record, right round! Sorry. I've also covered that as well, by the way. Go check that out on the channel. Alright, let's just say goodbye. Oh, God. I'm trying to lighten the mood. Come on, Howler, give me that.